What's up, guys? Welcome back to some more Marvel Contest of Champions, and this is Act 5.3.1, the Mystic Path. Finally doing something, uploading something other than Alliance War. It's been a little while. Let's get started. Start off, first up is Dormammu, and the plan was to try to push him up against the corner and either parry him coming out of the first special or go for the intercept, which you see right there. Messed up pretty early, and then tried to rush in for the intercept. Didn't work, so brought in Dormammu, which this is, I don't know how many times I attempted this. I tried starting off with Vision. I tried starting off with my rank 4 magic, and yeah, each time I did about somewhere between 20 and 30k damage, and then tried coming in with Dormammu. And this is actually the best that I've done using Dormammu, actually the best I've done fighting against Dormammu in this quest. I was able to keep him pressed up against the wall for pretty much the whole fight. Kept firing off the second special when I got a chance. There is towards the end of the fight where I just miscalculated. I'm not sure if I ended with a light or what, but I do a first special by accident. Pretty sure it's this fight. But yeah, so the plan, there is a possibility of intercepting him right as he stands up after doing the second special, but for the most part wanted to try to play it safe and not do that. So I just go for the parry, hope that he dashes in. If he doesn't, then maybe he fires off his first special, and I just block the first part and then dash back just because I don't want to trigger dexterity. But yeah, so it wasn't this fight, it's a different fight that I ended up doing that, but nonetheless, took down Dormammu on my second attempt of this path. So I forgot to show what the nodes are, and nodes for this one is cornered and what is it, Bane, and you see right there, messed up pretty early in this fight, so I don't end up taking him down. Haven't been doing too well with Ghost Rider lately. Messed up there. I should have fired off the second special at the end of that combo, but I didn't. And I'm trying to get him to bait out, and right there that should have been an evade, but for whatever reason, sometimes you do evade, sometimes you don't. Anyways, I came back in with the hood. Don't remember if I took him. I don't think I ended up taking him down in this. I think I came close. Yeah, so what ends up happening is I try to go into invisibility, so dash back and hold block, and while I'm doing that, he does a heavy attack. So I think it's coming up pretty soon. Perfect case scenario would have just been to keep okay, so alright, so this is what happened. So I got hit, so I fired off the third special. Then coming out, I know he's going to do his second special soon, so I wanted to be invisible for most of it, and right there he caught me on the tail end, and I had to give back the Bane, and when I did, pushed him over. Should have finished out the combo, but I was hoping that it didn't push him all the way to the third special. It's not like it would have killed him. As you can see, I just did a full combo with Hulk, and that didn't end the fight. I had to do 2 combos. So either way, I would have ended up being KO'd, so it didn't really matter. Up next, we have Scarlet Witch, and for this one, you definitely need a poison immune champ. One of the things I hate about fighting against Scarlet Witch is she just poisons you so much, and it's like most of the time she does it, she puts a heal block on, but I don't think you're going to be able to notice what ends up happening in this fight. I should have been able to get this down in one go, but there was a glitch, and even besides the glitch, I kind of mess up at the end. Not fully paying attention to where Bane was, and I stopped the combo early instead of, if I would have kept going with the combo, I could have finished it off. But as you can see, I'd rather push her to the second bar of power. Normally she fires that off pretty quickly, but yeah, there's a couple times where she just held onto it, so I had to dance around a little bit. It's a lot easier to evade that second special than the first one. So right there, went to dash back from her heavy, but there was a slight glitch which didn't allow me to dash back. Very annoying when that happens. So right there, I should have kept going. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, that's why I ended up dying. And so I revive Hulk and come in, and yeah, so I revive Hulk and come in to finish the fight. I could have left that part out, but yeah, I thought I'd just go ahead and throw it in there. Mistakes were made. I mistimed the first block of the fight. But anyways, just go in, evade that second special. So other than those couple of slip-ups, this fight went pretty smoothly. Went as expected, pretty much. I think I mistime a special, or did I mistime that already? I wasn't paying attention. Yes, okay, right there. So I kind of pressed my special too early. I didn't finish the attack before pressing that, so it ended up getting blocked, but I didn't take any additional damage from that. But yes, that fight should have gone without using a potion at all, but you know, oh well. And up next, Guillotine. I wasn't sure who I wanted to bring in for this, so I just figured Hulk was low on health, just go ahead and finish him off, see if I can do a good chunk of damage with him. But nope, wasn't that Bane. That Bane messed me up. So brought in Vision, hoping to power control, keep her locked into the corner. I wanted to try to just do the power lock and attack her as soon as she comes off the wall there, but it went decently for a little while, but I do end up making a mistake later on in the fight, but not before taking off a good chunk of damage. Not sure where it's coming up. It's got to be coming up soon. But yeah, this is a technique that I might try later on in Act 5. Maybe not. Okay, so right there, you see she didn't dash in. If she would have dashed in, then could have got the intercept, but she just kept swinging. So brought in Hood. Probably, I was thinking that it probably would have been better after doing this to just revive Ghost Rider and bring him in. Just because after Guillotine, I have Unstoppable Colossus, and Ghost Rider is a much better fit for that fight. He's actually much better for the rest of the fights in this quest, so yeah, I should have just went ahead and revived him and hoped for the best. But yeah, so I go ahead, revive him, throw some health potions on him. Speaking of which, the reason that I decided to do this quest now was because I had some health potions expiring. I didn't want them to go to waste, so I was like, hey, let me just go ahead and get that mystic path out of the way. But yes, this fight takes extra long. We have a Unstoppable Colossus, so if I don't have the what is it, the Fate Seal or the Damnation, then I'm gonna have to wait those 3 seconds. So See there, I fire off the third special just to get that Bane off of me. Really don't like that debuff, that node. Wish there was like some type of delay, like 5 seconds or something, to where you can put it back on the enemy instead of taking it right away. And got pretty low there, got lucky, getting some regen in there. I'm not sure if I do another heavy attack in this fight or not. I should, you know, probably should have right there. But I don't know, we'll see. Because I did reset my judgments. Didn't get that one to proc, was hoping for some power drain there. Did get the fate seal though. So yeah, like I said, I should have done another heavy attack to get some more regen in, saving myself some health potions. But yeah, went ahead, put some potions on there, come in for this Juggernaut, and mistakes were made early. I dashed back just a tad bit too early, so I mean, you look at that health, you know this fight's over. Just trying to get as much damage as I can as possible before getting taken out. And that's that first special, man. After they made that change, make it come out apparently a little bit quicker or something like that, it just reaches a little bit further than it used to. So come in, and since the hood had some health left on him, I figured I'd bring him in. And yeah, just I fire off that second special just to get rid of unstoppable on them. Unfortunately, each time I do that, he does block before the rest of the hits come, so kind of almost seems like a waste to fire it off. What I should have been doing possibly was firing off the first special, just because after doing so, nope. Okay, now that I think about it, the reason that I wasn't using the first special was because of cornered with that debuff on, because it causes damage. He would have gained extra power each time I hit him, so that's why I didn't end up using it. But otherwise, I would have used that, and that way, after that expires, then there would have been a stun, and which would have created an opening, you know, for me to come in and attack them instead of trying to get a parry or waiting for a heavy attack. And there I had Bane on, so I just fired off the second special. So come back in with Dormammu, revive Dormammu. Probably should have been one of the first choices for both him and Unstoppable Colossus, just because you have the power lock for one, so yeah, you have the power control. Even with the second medium attack, you have a little bit of power drain, and on top of that, each time they gain a fury or unstoppable or some, you know, some type of buff, there is, well, each time they lose it, there's the chance that they will get that that degeneration, so a little bit extra damage. So Dormammu, good choice for those two fights, and he's actually a good choice for Scarlet Witch as well, just because of the same thing. Scarlet Witch does get a lot of buffs, or can at times, or she's just going to keep debuffing you, but he is poison immune. Yes, this Immortal Iron Fist was by far the easiest fight of the path. There's absolutely nothing special about Immortal Iron Fist. So actually, you know, looking at the list between him and Guillotine, those are the easiest fights. You know, Loki seems like it would be easy, but it's a bit hard to counter him, if at all possible, after doing his first special. And after he uses when he has less than 1 bar of power, then he goes into a power gain until he gets that bar of power. So that's why I would say that he's a bit harder than Iron Fist and Guillotine. But yeah, just Iron Fist is very surprising that they put him on here. Unless they wanted to give us a break, they want to add another difficult fight. But Trying to think which Mystic could have made a more difficult fight. I mean, it wouldn't do Mordo because he is the main boss. So I'm not sure. But anyways, this is Loki, and this fight should have gone a lot better than what it did. And you see there I'm evading the first special, and I mess up. Okay, not that time. This time? Yep, messed up. Dash back just a tad bit too early, so took a lot of damage. In hindsight, probably just better off to block instead of risking taking that extra damage, because it's not like I can dash in and attack them right afterwards. And that first special doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but the fact that it applied the Bane on me, that's what did all the damage. So as you see, I have him power locked, but now that wore off, he's getting that power gain again, and he wasn't fighting as aggressively as I would have liked him to. Would have liked to get more parries while he was cornered right there, but yeah, it just didn't work out that way. And taking a lot of chip damage, and that's what basically finishes me off in this fight, is just the chip damage plus that early Bane. Like I said, if I didn't get hit by that first special early on, then would have been in much better shape. Could have finished this fight off without being KO'd. But wanted to, I knew one more blocked hit and I would have been over. It would have been over. So just tried to get as much damage in as possible. So revive Ghost Rider, and the plan is to just finish off the rest of the quest with Ghost Rider. Didn't need to take him to full health because I just needed to get through this fight. Then up next I'll be fighting X-23, and I'll be able to heal up there. Could have went to the other path, but that has a Black Widow in there, so yeah, just decided to avoid that. Come over here, a lot easier. We got the Mystic Dispersion helping me out. X-23 does have a power gain, but not worried about that. It's pretty easy to bait out her specials, and plus, like I said, each time she has that regen after it expires, you get that. I get the power gain from the Mystic Dispersion. I fired that off just because I wanted to fire off a first special, and she actually moved back out very quickly. I never had that happen before, where normally when you dash in I'm able to catch them, but she was somehow able to quickly move out of the way before that first special hit her. But finally got that Fate Seal off. It's a long Fate Seal because it is the 4th Judgment, and I wanted to do that just because I wanted to have a very long regen. So just waiting to get my power up a little bit and then fire that off. And so now just going into regen, getting as much damage out as possible. Fire off the 3rd special, which is going to do a little bit of damage per tick, but yeah, not that much. Big focus here was to get my health all the way back up, and it's just these last few fights are so easy compared to that little gauntlet that went through with the what is it? The Bane. That was a big issue of that last quest, was the Bane. So there was that. I shouldn't say the last quest, but that path was the pressure of time. So here, I forgot to look at the buffs that she has, or what her nodes are, but I went back and looked, and it is increased ability accuracy, or I think it's something like that, 20% abilities, and then there was the can't remember. It's not coming to me. Did I write it? Nope, I didn't write it down. But anyways, fight was over very quickly. I just wanted to get to my third special to fire that off so she doesn't get that regen. You see she did that level, that L2, so she would have had a good chunk of health brought back after that. So the fact that I did my damnation, did the heal block, didn't have to worry about that. So finally we have Mordo, and Mordo in Quest is so much easier than Mordo in Alliance Wars, just because don't have to worry about the Mystic Dispersion from Dexterity. Hopefully one day Kabam fixes that, just because it's just so much BS to have something like that in there, you know, especially fighting against a power gain champion like Mordo. As you see, I did fire off that Fate Seal very early, just to get rid of that. I do have a power drain every 20 seconds, but I am still able to get to second and third bar powers just because of all the fury that he gets from doing heavy attacks. You know, when they wear off, I get the Mystic Dispersion. So that is fueling. Look at that, I'm up to 2 bars of power, and I get third bar power, able to fire off my third special, get that damnation, reset all of my judgments, which I wanted to try to get a parry in here. I was hoping to get a parry, and then I was going to heavy attack just as the stun wore off, but I didn't get a chance to. Didn't matter. I didn't end up needing the additional health, but it would have been nice just in case I do get hit somewhere coming up soon. I can't remember what the mistake was. It's probably dashing back. That's most of the time what ends up happening. Okay, nope, it was the mistiming of first special. But yes, most of the time I get hit, it's mistiming, dashing back. But yes, able to finish him off without using any more potions. So there you go, the Mystic path is complete. The next path that I'll probably do is the Science one. If you guys want me to upload that, I can upload that as well. Just let me know. Yes, this is my progress so far. I haven't made much progress, but yeah. Anyways guys, thanks for watching. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.